Hello, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today we are here with Robin. Hey, Robin. Robin Shimizu talking about happy, healthy habits. I'm Terralina from California Cover Ups, and we are the Biz Chicks. With that, we want to get started because we always like to make sure that you are protecting your health because when you protect your health, you protect your wealth. So
Yeah.
we're going to get started. How you doing this morning, Robin?
I'm doing just great, Terralina. Yeah, everything's really great. My mom is doing great, and so we're kind of like this nice little. We're just kind of cruising along, so everything's nice here at the house. Um, so excited to be with you here today, Terralina, because we have Maureen Stevenson,
Oh,
our fabulous coach, and
uh-huh.
she's going to be with us, and hopefully she'll be commenting on the healthy habit that we are going to talk about right now, which is a short article that I found about how to make your mindset healthier or to develop habits to work on your mindset. And I think part of my frustration with life in general is I look around and I see people that, oh, they could use some help. And that's why we have coaches, right? We have Maureen
Yes.
and we have Lennis and we have coaches. And I really encourage people to reach out to our coaches and and get help because we need help. I mean, we
Hmm.
all need help and we just don't realize it sometimes. And that I think that's part of it. So I found this article about how to increase or how to improve your mindset
Oh,
and
okay.
to improve your mindset for 2023. And it's just five little things. So I mean five big things actually, but they're important and we'll just go over them really quickly. And the first habit that this person talked about was related to the diet. And he says, no matter how hard we try, sticking to a diet is one of the biggest challenges in life. And
Mm,
I hadn't really I'm sure a lot of authors and people that are coaches have said that, but I
uh-huh.
went, yeah, it is hard. And I was grateful that they acknowledged that it is one of the biggest challenges that we have is to eating healthy. And it's a
Wow.
hard habit. And he says the rewards of eating healthily are powerful enough to shift your mindset.
Mm.
Because you're going to be investing your time, your money, your energy to sticking to this habit of eating healthily, right? Because you're going to be cooking, you're going to be more intentional about what you eat. And they said that, along with drinking adequate water, will help you feel so much better that it helps to shift your mindset in a healthy way.
Oh, okay.
So that was a big one. And then the next one, he says, is to go on a social media hiatus. Now,
Mm.
we all can't do that because a lot of us entrepreneurs need our social media, right? We need it
Yes.
for our work. But I think the idea is to keep it categorized, and using social media for work purposes is great. But just to be distracted or to waste your time or whatever, try to cut way back on meaningless, just scrolling social media kinds of activities because it's just a time waste.
Uh,
Um, and he says, stop checking your Instagram and your Twitter and limit it to just once a day, maybe at the
mhm.
end of your workday or something, but keep it limited. Um, he says we need to spend less time on our screens and more time with the people that we love, which is true. And now that, we can get out and be more with people, it is something that I really enjoy is, going to lunch instead of talking on the phone or, seeing people and having more of a meaningful social interaction, I think is
Uh,
important. And the third one, which is really hard also, is working on your body. So he says the most broken promise we make is this one, which is I'm going to work on my body. That's the most
mm,
often promise that we break. and that exercise is crucial to help shift your mindset, because of the mental benefits of developing exercise as a healthy habit. It's
Mm.
powerful. So, uh,
So all of these things will help us move toward
mhm,
a healthy mindset.
mhm, mhm. And then the fourth one was, this is a big one. Get your life in order.
Does that mean declutter?
Yes. You're absolutely right. Messy lives create problems. An
Uh-huh.
important healthy habit to develop is to get your life in order. I like that. I said, yeah, it's true.
I found that just going through my home and trying to clean out the closets, because I have adult children, they tend to leave stuff when they come. And so I have things from high school. I mean, these people have children, okay, that are in high school. Okay. I'm like, what am I doing with this stuff? So yeah, and as I was able to get rid of a lot of things, I found that I could think better.
Mhm,
My thoughts were clearer.
mhm,
And I think it was because I got joy walking into an organized, clean room.
mhm.
It's like, it made me smile.
Absolutely. He says a cluttered and messy room harms your mental health and evokes feelings of anxiety.
Yes.
And to shift this negative mindset, we need to start small and just keep plugging along. Begin by making your bed every day,
Mhm.
that kind of thing.
Oh, well, it's not that bad, but
No, I know that. Yeah. But I mean, but I mean,
yes,
it's all relative. Like what's messy, right? In your house is maybe nice and neat in my house.
I feel you. Yes,
Yeah.
everybody has different standards. Go ahead.
Uh, and then the last thing that he talked about, which I thought was really important too, is learn to manage your money.
Oh,
And now that one surprised me, but it's really true. He says, we live in troubling times and we are living with skyrocketing prices of gas and food and things like that. And it harms our mental health as we, grapple with not having money. So he said what we need to do is focus on the money that we have is to, instead of spending it,
uh-huh.
start satisfying yourself by learning to manage it and save it.
Okay.
So, develop a budget, saving money or investing your money, regardless whatever you do. Money is your life's energy, and we must manage it.
Money is your life energy? That's an interesting sentence.
And we
Wow.
and we must learn how to manage it. And I don't. A lot of us live month to month.
And
Uh,
a lot of people have more month than money.
mhm, mhm, yeah. So I thought, oh, that's a really interesting way of looking at how to shift your mindset. Is basically getting your life, just trying to get all aspects
Orderly.
in
Can we
order.
get order?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, so exercise, Terralina.
Okay. I
Move your
did
body, that was number 3.
okay. Well, I did manage to get into the hot tub and get myself in order the other day. So I'm kind of happy about that, Robin.
What was this? You
I have a hot tub in my complex
Uh-huh,
by the pool,
uh-huh,
and I haven't been in the pool. I've taken the kids to the pool over the summer, but
uh-huh.
I actually got in the pool yesterday and did some exercises. So that was very,
That's huge.
yeah, that was
Taking
big for me.
advantage of what you have there already
Mhm.
is awesome. I don't have access to a pool,
Mm.
so
Mhm.
you're very lucky. that
I have a
that
pool
hot
and a hot
water,
tub.
the hot water is probably really good for your muscles and your body anyway, you know?
Mhm. Well, it was just good to know that I actually took advantage of Maurice says nice. Thank you, Maurice. Of the fact that I had access to this.
Mhm,
And I will be going out there regularly now.
mhm, mhm.
It'll
Yeah.
be part of my routine.
Yep, part of your new healthy habit for exercise.
Exactly. Is after my broadcasts, go to the to exercise pool.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yep, very good. Well, I don't wanna waste any more of our time here, because I'm really excited about introducing Maureen Stevenson. She is a now shucks, I lost that piece of paper that I have to introduce her because I love the way that, okay, so this is the way I like to introduce Maureen. She is a healthy woman advocate, a
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle coach, and she puts the sexy and beautiful and vibrant back into your body.
I love that.
Puts the sexy back. I love that. She puts the sexy back into your life. She concentrates on nutrition, mental health, emotional health, physical health, and personal health. So she's an all around coach that can just about, if you need a jump start on
Hmm.
any area of your, and she'll help you figure what that would be. She would be a great coach for people to seek out. So, with that, let's bring on Maureen and see what she has for us today.
All righty.
Here
Hi
she
guys,
is.
good morning, good morning.
Good
Thank you
morning.
guys for having me again. I
Yay.
probably doing something right that you guys still have me here. But
Absolutely.
interestingly, I was just gonna jump in on your topic of making the bed. All the research out there that's making the bed is one of the greatest thing that you could start in the morning with because it's help you to steadfast your mindset. It is that journey that takes you to make the bed up that starts your day and shift that mindset into that I'm going into the world, right? So
Hmm.
this is taking care of myself. So the bed making and it's really huge to just get up and reset the mindset. And so it was interesting that you talked that the artist talked about that. So
I,
yeah, it's
Maureen,
one of the little things that pays off big things, right? It's always sometimes we overlook the little things, but there's the little things that gets the most benefits, I think. Yeah.
that's true. And Maureen, that's the first thing you learn in military service is how to make a bed.
Yeah, if when I was in school, like I used to be my dorm leader, and then everybody has to get up and make the bed, and then there's a way that you fold the end of the bed, and it's just this neat way where when you
Those
drop it,
nursing corners. You had to make
yeah,
nursing
yeah,
corners.
the corners, right?
Nursing
Those
corners were called.
corners, but it's something that resets the brain. And
Mm.
I didn't know that until I went back here doing health and wellness and all of that.
Well, you know
And
something? I learned to make a bed from my grandfather, who was a red cap for the railroad for years. And I mean, when we were like 7 or 6, he drilled that into us, how to make those nursing corners and make that bed. And
I know you
I'm like,
put,
I'm only 6.
yeah, I was on the top bunk, so you put it this way, and so it fall, and then you have inspector comes in to inspect the
Exactly.
dorm. But it was just a way of the first training that you start doing for yourself, and to get the mind reset for the day that is going to happen.
There you
And so
go.
just little things like that,
I
it's
remember it.
huge. But today my topic is don't be a fall guy or a fall gal for 2023. And I was actually looking at the research, and it says the fact that's staggering. Did you know that older adults fall every second of the day?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, it says, and 20% of those who suffer a fall is left with broken bones,
Mm.
serious head injury, or even worse. In 2020, 14, the article says more than 27,000 seniors die, 74 every day die as a result of fall.
Wow. I know that, usually if they break their hip, there's like a 6-month period before they pass.
Yeah, and most of the fall happens inside of the bathroom.
Wow.
Right, inside of showers. When the
Oh,
one of the ways that we can help to prevent that is to make sure that we proof our bathroom, right?
okay.
Make sure we have things in there that is not separate, like the toilet. You got to change them out, because when you go in and you leave the soap or whatever you use, your shampoo, and then you're just like shh, right? So we
Oh,
got to be very, very careful, especially if we're having older adults using the bathroom, and maybe
yes.
sometimes install some railings in there, for independence. And so that's one way that we can help to proof that and make sure that that's going on. And then it says your muscle will let you down, right? So sitting weaken your muscle. And
Oh,
so, most of us, especially older people, we just put them in a corner and they sit, right?
yes.
And so that actually weakened their muscle. And it says significantly in your leg muscle. So if
Mm.
you're not using your leg muscles, we need to start using them. And
So,
so that can help us.
so then maybe a 15-minute or a 10-minute walk to start?
Well, it says basically in the chair, instead of just sitting in the chair, you can get up and do the test in the chair. You can get up and pivot off,
Yes.
push off, right? So instead of staying there, like throughout the day, you can get up and push off on those legs, and so that you can get the leg muscles strong. So even the chair that you think was a liability, now you can turn that into an asset, right?
Okay.
Because you can have those shoe on and then get up and push off on those heel, push off on those leg muscle, so that
Mm.
the leg muscle becomes stronger and don't weaken, right?
Uh-huh.
And because sometimes our top half, our bottom half cannot support the top half. So you
Mm.
have to make sure that the leg muscles are strong. So that's another way we can turn sitting into a positive thing for the body, right? So
Yes.
even if the person is on a cane, you can use that cane or that walker for the stability piece, and then have them get up, right? Have them
Yes.
get up maybe every 10 minutes, depending on how their body can take it, because you have to think about the ability of the person too, and their ability. So sometimes if they can't do 10 minutes, start with 5 minutes first, right? Just
Yes.
start where they're at. And as
Okay.
their breathings become stronger and more and less labor, and then you can ramp it up a little bit more. But don't let them just sit there and just waste away, right?
Okay.
So that's another thing. The next one is to get your vision and hearing in check. Make
Oh,
sure that those things are intact, right? Because that happen to, if those are impacted, then that contribute to fall,
yes.
right? So we got to make sure that they have proper hearing. And another big piece in the puzzle is to rethink low blood pressure. Like, make sure that you are on the medication that you're on is not contributing to fall in for
Oh,
your blood pressure. And it says you can come. There's a thing that you can ask your doctor to do, is to check your blood pressure when you're standing up and versus when you're lying down, and then
mm.
they can compare the two and then let you know if what's going on there. So that's
Oh.
another thing. So here are some tips I'm giving you guys. Make
I
sure
never,
you're
I
doing.
don't recall ever having my blood pressure taken while I was laying down.
Yes, it says your blood pressure might be causing problem. Ask your doctor to compare your blood pressure when you're lying down with your numbers when you're standing up. If
Hmm.
something is wrong, he'll figure out the right prescription to give to you to compare those two. So blood
Yes.
pressure, your blood, or most of our thing is in our blood. And so if we can get to those, because when you're more healthier, when you have a better blood pressure, you can get up more, right? You can get up out the chair a little bit more. So
Uh-huh.
those are the things that I'm just throwing out here, and make sure you are doing strength training.
Strength
Yes,
training.
yes. It's a must. Like, it's a must. We have to make sure that we're doing it, strength training, because gravity pulled us this way, and we
Mm-hmm.
have to work against gravity to come back up. So
Okay.
make sure that in I'm not saying that I was looking at the article, and it was like, when everybody talk about strength training, they talk about the big old muscle man and doing the $1 million weights and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. And they were like, it's time to rethink that stereotype, because that's a stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
Strength training can be like right where I'm at now. You just sit up, you get up, you push on, you push off. Right? It doesn't have to be this whole and this whole, right, intimidated things. And I think
Yes.
because people see so much of that intimidation, they'd be like, no. But if you sit there, your muscle is going to waste away, and then it's going to contribute to fall. So before you know it, you become a liability to yourself and to everybody else around you.
Mm-hmm.
Because now fall, you got headache, you got head injury, you have all of these other things going on, which takes time from your family, to and then you become a burden to them. And nobody wants to think about that. I mean, if that happens in life, we know life happens, but where can you prevent it? How can you take care of yourself so that you can prevent these things, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So don't think about strength training as this, I gotta lift this million weights and stuff like that. Think about it as being this thing that you can, if you don't know, you can either get a trainer to teach you for a little bit. And a trainer doesn't mean that it's a lifetime thing. It maybe you just want a 6 month or 6 weeks things to find out what you can do in your own home. And
Mm-hmm.
most of us, like Terry was just talking about, she lives in a complex that have all of these facilities, and most of us don't use it. Like, we don't use it. We just like, okay, it's here, and it's there for a reason. And it makes the difference between quality of life, or you just living. Are you just like, I get
You
up
know what
this
I mean?
morning and or do you want quality of life? And so these are some of the things that, instead of sitting there and let your quality of life goes to waste, find ways that you can incorporate that, because fall is it's just like this thing that happens when we're growing older, and it's because of gravity pull us down. And so we have to learn the ways that we can work against gravity. Blood pressure is one of the key factor in that all compass thing too.
Yes. Wow.
And it says that's to stay steady on your feet. Think about your gauge, right? Your balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things with balance training, and that's one of the things that I specialize in, we use our core, because all movements come from the core. So balance training is actually, I would say, a must.
Mm-hmm.
But you shouldn't listen to me. You should listen to your body, right? Because most people think, like, when you tell them these things, you have to learn balance. You have to learn to walk again. You have to learn to see from the back of your head, to the front of your head. So you have to have an awareness.
Uh-huh.
Side, you have to work your peripheral. You have to work the whole thing. And balance training is such this amazing thing that you can incorporate in your home. You don't even have to go anywhere. If
Mm-hmm.
you have some chairs, and some little stuff around your house, you can do these things. Even if you are sick, it's going to help you to feel better. Even if you're on a walker, it's going to help you to do better. It's going to help you in your body to feel better. So these are some little tips, because I don't like to overwhelm, and give a whole lot of lists. But just remember to start. A lot of people count out the start.
Yes.
The start is the most amazing thing. It's just this amazing thing that leads to different places that can help you. And some of what we teach is like the toothbrush balancing. Like when you're brushing your teeth and you use your countertop to balance on one leg, right?
Okay.
So these things, like you just need somebody who knows what they're doing to even come inside your home, Zoom with you and help you. Because the countertop in your house when you're brushing your teeth, this is one thing you can help to balance yourself up. Hold on the countertop, put your foot down, hold the other countertop, put your foot down. Balance training while you're brushing your teeth. The whole thing. Right? So, fall is out here and it's not going anywhere and it's killing us. It's killing our older people when we get older. So these are the things. Instead of just have them sit at home, pile them on with your kids and let them watch your kids, let them do something that helps themselves, right? Help themselves. And don't mean that you can't watch your grandkids or whatever, but you got to remember that they're human beings. They have a right to feel good and they have a right to incorporate these things in their body, so they can even help you better to watch your kids, because when they're there, their mind and their body is in sync, right? And your kids are in good hands. But yeah, these are some of the things that I wanted to just throw out there this morning. And they said one of the great things that we can do too is Tai Chi, right?
Oh,
yes, because Tai Chi
yes.
Tai Chi is very easy on the body, and it's a slow motion that helps you to, move, right? And it have better mood. It helps you to have better moods and less anxiety, improve flexibility and improve flexibility. So Tai Chi, look into a Tai Chi class. I mean, it might be out of your scope, but it's not a hard exercise. It's well, in terms of when you think about exertion, but it's so gentle, but it's so effective. So these are the things that we can always try to make sure that we're getting it in.
Now, Maureen, you have an exercise program, right, that you do on Zoom.
Well, I don't really do it on Zoom. I do it where the clients want me to do it. So if they want me to do it in messengers, whatever medium they want me to do it, I try to work on the medium.
Okay.
So if you're more familiar with Zoom, then we can do it on Zoom. If you're more familiar with Messenger, then we do it. If you're more familiar with Skype, then we try to do it the way you want because it's you and your body. But yeah, we come into your home and then we
remotely. You remotely. Do it remotely,
right?
So they don't
and
have
then
to
we
come
sit
out
with
to
you
a class.
and talk about what you want for your own body, what you want to talk for your own movements, and then we help you in your home to incorporate it, so you don't have to leave your home. Some of the things that we use are specifically in your home, and we help you to not just look at it as exercise, but look at it as nourishing movements that can prevent fall. If you know you're going to do something that's going to prevent you from bursting your head back, why wouldn't you do it? Like if this thing is going to give you so much benefit, why wouldn't you do it? Most people don't do it because, one, they might not know how to do it, right?
Yes.
They might not know the benefits of doing it, right? They might think it's overwhelming. I don't want to go to a gym where I have sweaty people all around me and use all of those equipment, and that's okay. Like, the gym is just a place. It's your home can be your gym. Your bathroom can be your gym. Right? We do exercise. I know a lady, one of my recent clients came to me, and she came to me because she couldn't get off the bathroom. She that's when what Oprah called it, your epiphany or whatever she called it. The light bulb, like, those light bulb. And she said, I came to you because I sit in my bathroom and I couldn't get out of my bathroom. And I'm like, if I'm at home and something happened to me, I'm going to drown. I'm going to die here.
That's scary.
Go ahead. So she came to me panicking about it. And she's like, no, I realized that my legs are weak. Like, I have my legs are weak. My legs cannot support my top off. And my legs are weak. So that's where we do the exercise, in our bathroom.
Okay, makes sense.
What I love about you, Maureen, is that you're able to customize
Yeah.
what the client needs, depending on where the client's coming from. Like
Yeah.
my mom being 100 years old, you would design something, maybe chair exercises for her, you know, sitting in a chair and doing exercises that way versus standing up. I mean, I can see you customizing routines. Like I would have a different routine for exercise than my mother.
Oh, that's the thing, because your body is different.
Yeah.
Your what you are working on is something totally different from what Terry working on, right?
Yeah.
And so
Right.
that's why when you go to the doctor, they don't prescribe Terry medication for Robin, right?
Yeah.
Your name on it, and they told you not to share medication, right?
Yes.
Why should you share nourishment of exercise? It's a personal thing.
Yeah.
It's a personal thing. That's why I always tell people, you know, my clients, like, it's personal. Let us do it how you want to do it. So I put her in the bathtub and I gave her the exercise from the bathtub, because that's what you need to get up. You need to push off. You need to understand how to get out this bathroom safe, how to get out the tub safe.
Yeah.
And when you're in it and you sit there, so we go there, because that's where the problem is. So if you don't fix the problem, like where she's having it, then I think you're ineffective. You know, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's supposed to match what she wants. She wants to be able to walk in, get up, and that's one of the things was to help her to lift her leg and step over, right? And to understand that when you start doing that, the leg muscles are going to be stronger. To give her gentle exercise in the bathroom. One of them was to fill the bathroom up with warm water and give her gentle exercise in it, so that she can, mimic what she's trying to do in her body and get the body stronger. So it's totally different for each person and on an individual basis. But the whole thing is that we're still working against the same thing, trying to prevent fall. Right? Yes. Your exercise might be different from Taria. She said, I went into the hot tub and I did that because that's available to her. That might not be available to you. But your bathtub can be the same hot tub, right? Your bathroom, you can mimic that experience in your bathtub and start working from there. So this is one of the things that we core. That's one of the foundation piece that I've always seen women as we get older. We don't have core. We don't do the core. The only time we remember the core is when we see something here big or going this way and then we want to abuse it. Then we like, oh, no, work on your core. Your core is where all movements generated from. So don't think about weight loss or that whole thing. I want to lose 10 pounds. Most people lose and they get flappy. You don't want to lose. You want to gain. You want to gain strength. You want to gain strong. You want to gain not being able to fall.
Yes.
You want to gain a better quality of life. Why live long if you don't have a quality of life? And that's just my whole aim, you know, like to help women to understand that, get out of the overwhelm and just try to focus on you. What little can you do for yourself?
Yeah, and I think it's individual depending on what you like to do also, because like I like to do yoga. I get enjoyment out of it, and so I will do it versus I don't like to do other kinds of exercises. Like I don't like water. So swimming isn't going to be for me. So finding something that can get you moving. But you know, the other thing that I do also is if I'm at the grocery store, I'm standing on one leg when I'm standing in line waiting for my turn at the registry, that kind of thing. So there's things we could do during the day if we're just more mindful of
the use of the time.
Yeah.
So I personally think if you do something and you're not getting any nourishment from it, you're a fraud. So why are you going swimming if you don't like swimming?
Right. I won't.
The basis of any movements for me, as how I looked at it, is to bring joy to me.
Right.
It's at the end of it, I'm supposed to like, hey girl, hey. and the body feels it because the body records. The body is like this amazing record, and it records what you do and it records what you don't do to it. So it does, right? It's this library that you can go and literally look in, and it will tell you. You might not admit it, but it will tell you if you do something enjoyable to it, or it will tell you if you do something destructive to it, because it's a very, very intelligent machine. And sometimes we're like, hey, no, I'm more intelligent than my body. Let me burn it out. And we just go, and our body like, hey, let me show you. Bam! And it just crash. And then you'd be like, oh, so now I know. I need to straighten up myself. And
now I want to pay attention, huh?
Yeah, it will.
Sometimes it takes a wake up
call. You don't need to pay attention to me. I always tell my client, do not pay attention to me. Pay attention to your body. When you're investing, you're not investing in me. You don't do that. Like, invest in yourself. Then people are like, I cannot invest in your program. I'm like, there's one person you should invest in. It's you. Because you is going to come back to you.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So we have to just try and figure it on an individual basis. Look at it. Look at what you can do for yourself. Make sure movements brings joy. Do something. Don't just do nothing. Just do something. Like sometimes I go on Facebook and I turn the radio up and I just like, hey, if it's your way of moving, be a lunatic. Just put on your music, enjoy yourself, have joy from it. That's the aim of any movements, is to find joy. So find joy in whatever you're doing and just do a little bit of that.
Wow.
One of my buddies that does wellness with me says, go find your vitamin J. I said, what's the vitamin J? He goes, vitamin joy.
I like it.
You get lots and lots of vitamin J. Okay, go out and find it.
Yeah. Do the dopamine. Let the exercise be the dopamine and the serotonin. Like when I do my exercise, I go into the store and I see a blouse and I'm like, that's Terry, let me buy it. I feel so good. Like I feel so given. It's just this thing that turns on in my, I don't know, they're calling it all of these other things, psychology called it, but it's real. It's real. If you do something that is, and it's the same thing, if you do something that is draining to your body is going to tell you, and you're not going back. That's why I tell women that all the time. I see you fall off your exercise because you're doing exercise that everybody does. You have to listen to your body and understand that if my exercise is just that, I am going to get up off the chair today and move that way. Honor that. Honor that. Don't go out and try to pull a weight backwards and forward and the body. Like, you're not going to go. You're not going to stick to it.
No, you're not.
No, right? So fall. Yeah, so let me recap. Fall risks. Proofread your bathroom, especially if you're older mom, older people around. Make sure the bathroom is safe. Maybe sometimes it's adding a railing. Maybe it's taking out the, getting non-slippery pieces in there. Spend the money for that. Bring in an expert if you have older adults and they're going to use the bathroom and they had to use it independently. Make sure you're working on leg muscle, whatever type of exercise you chose to do. Make sure that the legs are strong so that they can hold the top part of you. Make sure that you're looking into your blood pressure meds to see if that is contributing to dizziness. And I'll also make sure that you are, what is the other one I gave? Make sure that you have your vision and your hearing in check. And because vertigo, I suffer from vertigo. I can't go up on a place that's high. I started to see things and do stuff. So when they buy me a ticket for Golden One, I go like, I can't go up there. I go up there, I'm going to fall. I'm not going up there. So know yourself, right?
And stand up for yourself.
And trust yourself.
And I always go in there, like the last time I went to the Michael, what's this other guy, cello or whatever his name, concert. And I was like, they had to put me down on a stool. I said, I'll take the stool because my friend got these 2 tickets and give it to me. to go to the concert, and and then she had the high up, and I'm like, I have vertigo, and if I go up there, I'm gonna tumble. So be true to yourself. That's why it's okay to know yourself and to know what you can do and to know what your body can do and be honest. Don't push it. Not
Yes.
because I see Terry up there waving, come on, Maureen. I'm like, I'll wave back down here. Hey, Terry, I ain't coming up there. I'm gonna stumble because I'm gonna go and I'm going to start seeing things and things is gonna see me. And before I become a fall risk and I become injured, and now you got to take care of me and come cook my food, and you got your own life to live.
Okay.
And everybody is busy, so
take
care of yourselves.
One of the things that you didn't talk about, Maureen, that I'm dealing with my mom in terms of a fall risk is reviewing your medications.
I said medication with your blood pressure.
Write it down.
Make sure that the blood pressure, because one of the great things is the medication. It's the dizziness.
Yeah.
The dizziness that's in the medication. I said that under the blood pressure. But any medication at all.
Any medication. Okay.
Yeah, just make sure that you're reviewing it with your doctor to see if that's a part of it and how they can actually change it out. Or substitute something for that. So because one of the great thing about that, and then that's the whole point too. If you know that, you have to proofread where they go, like the bathroom, and if you're gonna have them in there, get the listening ears, that you make sure that. And then the other thing I didn't do is the mat outside. Right, we have the rug outside when we come out and we step on. Most people have the bathroom rug right there. You might want to change it for a non-slippery rug that when they stepped out, it's stable under them and the rug doesn't run and slip. Right. So those are money well spent. Those are investment well spent, because you might not see the value now, but then your loved ones are going to be in the hospital and suffer and in the case of here, they might be gone because they said 2,700 senior every day die as a result of a fall.
2,700?
27,000. What is that?
27,000.
Yeah. Not even 100. I misspoke. So let me tell you. Yeah.
Wow.
So we do need to be careful. Maureen, we want to thank you so much. I want people to know where they can find you. So I am going to put your Crawl, Run, Walk Fitness Foundation link in there to let people know, because this is her foundation where she helps cancer survivors recover and contribute. So you can go in there and see all about Maureen. Maureen has a big heart. And then also she runs the what do you call it? Maureen's
Finish
Body
life
Shop.
Strong crew. You got to finish life strong.
Yes.
Strong.
So we'll put both of these links.
Own yourself. Take care of yourselves.
Yeah. So we're going to put both of these links in the chat so that you can go and explore all the wonderful ways you can finish life strong. Maureen, we want to thank you for your time.
Thank you guys for the privilege of your time and to be on here. Thank you for your guests who are going to watch on the replay. I am so humbled that I could come and join you this morning and talk a little bit. But I think we can still age sexy. I think we can still age and have a quality of life. And just look at the life that you want, and you have a right to it. And it's your body and you have a right to take care of it. God have entrusted us with it. And so we have to learn to just take care of it and do things that live you up from inside out. Bring you joy. If it's not, leave it alone.
I love it.
Big doses of vitamin J.
Yes. You got to find it. One lady called me yesterday. She says, you are such a bright light. I was like, thank you. I aim for that. I aim to just find it. It's inside of you.
There you go.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much, Maureen, for your time.
Well, thank you, guys.
We'll see you in a few weeks, Maureen.
All right, bye-bye.
You'll be back again with us on when are you going to be back with us? October.
Oh, good.
Yes.
That's my birthday month. Okay.
All right. All
All
right.
right.
But
I'm
Bye,
thank
looking
you so
guys.
forward
much,
to it.
Maureen, for your help and all of your expertise on our program. We really appreciate it.
We
Talk to you later.
really
Bye.
do appreciate you. Thank you again. Okay. Tell us what's
So
up for
next
next
week we
week.
have Linus Woods Mullins.
I love Linus. Uh-huh.
And she has she was telling me she has so much for us. So
Oh,
we're really glad that we've got her on the schedule quite a bit this the rest of the summer and into the fall.
oh, I'm looking
So
forward to it.
yes,
Wow.
very
Well,
blessed.
with that, Robin, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for your dedication, for the time you put in to find us these wonderful um, coaches and people with the expertise in these areas of health.
Mhm.
We love them. We've grown to know them. We trust them.
Yes.
And we know they have our best interest at heart. So, with that, I want to remind you guys that if you're looking to become a part of the BizChicks community, oh my goodness, simply text Biz to 33777, or you can find us over on bizchicks.net. Come on over, tell us what it is you do and how you serve. We'd love to share it with our community and support you. Remember, it's okay to make money in your business, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Robin, it's
Yes,
okay.
it
It is.
is. We need our health to make our wealth.
Exactly. So with that, we want to remind you that BizChicks is here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle. We will help you with your communication in terms of your getting your platforms together. We do one-on-one consultations, masterminds, and workshops. So with that, we love you, and we will see you tomorrow. We'll be talking tech in English, Robin.
Okay.
Don't be scared. Come on over and find out some tips that will help you take the hassle out of your hustle. Have a great day, everybody. And thank you again, Robin.
Bye, Terry. Good to see you.
It's always good to have you in the house. Bye bye.